Hey, sister. Trying to get it together still, but we're getting close. So, hello, everyone. It is Ingrid from thinkingthis.com, and we are planning week 16 in our Sterling Ink Common Planner. And yes, like I said, I'm Ingrid. I'm a writer, tarot reader, Akashic record guide, medium, and spiritual empowerment professional. I've discovered that decorative planning keeps me productive and motivated as I parent, homeschool, create content, and maintain my spiritual practice. And so here we are with our bad lighting, because I could see on my other feed that the lighting is bad, which is too bad, but we're not going to worry about it. Continuing on, where am I? Here we go. So yeah, my sister is watching me from my living room downstairs. Thank you so much, sister. All right, so let's get into it. Week 16. Week 16. Move this mouse away. Okay, so this was week 15. And now, week 16. I added this washi tape last week. It's like a gold. There you go. You can kind of see it there. It doesn't really pick up on camera, but it's a shiny gold. Because our theme in April is gold. All right, so let's do this. I am going to begin. I'm seeing a lot of ceiling above me, so I think I'm going to have to make a slight adjustment here. There we go. A little less ceiling. Okay, continuing. We're going to do some cooking stuff. I will need to make cooking. I will need to make cooking. I will need to cook something. And perhaps the best day for that is Saturday. Yeah, perhaps the best day for that is Saturday. I'm going to make that 11 o'clock. 11 to 1 on Saturday. I have to bake bread. So that's what we're adding there. Where's my pen? I'm a little disorganized today. Okay. Bake bread. Alright. I don't necessarily know what exactly I'm doing at this time, but I'm going to block it in. Because that's what I normally would be doing. And so if there's something kitchen related for me to do, that is the time that I will do it. There we go. It's not there. Over here. Oh, I just remembered the other thing I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to bake cupcakes. Let's see, maybe Hi, Mother. Maybe I bake cupcakes on Friday and do the Swiss meringue buttercream on Saturday. Okay, bake cupcakes, Swiss meringue, buttercream. Okay. All right, so we have the kitchen time selected. Now it's time to do the bedtime routine, although I'm probably not respecting that. We're night owls over here. We went to bed late yesterday, and we're probably gonna go to bed late again today. But maybe I can do the other tasks of the bedtime routine, even though I won't go to actual bed. I'm having such a hard time. I put like full makeup on today because I want to take some photos for thumbnails. And now every little hair is touching my face, making it itch. And then of course, I don't want to scratch it because then I'll mess up the makeup. Alrighty. Bam. Oops. Okay. Okay, so next up is putting our dots for the PM reflection. And so just to explain, the PM reflection is, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Raisa, can you share the live to Onyx and to Michelle for me? Because I forgot to do it and I don't want to interrupt the stream now. But so the PM reflection is like a group of tasks that are planning related that I'm supposed to do every night. And it's a way to help prepare me for the next day. You know, if there's something like, oh my God, I had forgotten about that. The PM reflection will help you catch it. Reflection. And so just to show you, my PM reflection is this list of things right here. Move it over here. So make tomorrow's schedule. Now, because I've kind of done most of this pre-planning at the beginning of the week, it's kind of like add any new things that may have come up. But say I hadn't done this pre-planning, then it would have been make tomorrow's schedule. And that's why this is actually written in parentheses. Not that you can see it, but there it is. And then it's block off appointments, again in parentheses, because if I did my weekly planning earlier in the week, then you would have seen block off appointments. Then it's add rest time. And this is important so that you don't feel like you're burning out, where it's like you kind of decide, hey, I can take a break at this time, whether it's a lunch time or a nap time, but plan out when that rest is going to happen the next day. The next thing that should be happening is blocking out 1 to 2 hours for task completion. Migrate the day's unfinished tasks. So if you had something that you were supposed to do today that you didn't get to, push that forward into the future, or cancel it as something that you don't have to do anymore. But basically, if it's unfinished business, send it on over to the future, or cancel it. Next, it says index main, and that is to index the main planner, which would be this book right here. And what that means is you go through the notes pages back here, go through these notes pages and add that information to the index over here. You know, as each page gets filled, you add what's on the page and the page number. And so this is the index. Okay. And then write down the latest time that school can start, which again, if I did my weekly planning, that shows up already, and it's not something I need to do at night. But say I didn't do it, all of these tasks have to happen every night. Okay, so that was a long little segue, but just to understand the method, that's what PM reflection is. Another thing that I like to do each week, even though I've only done it 2 times this quarter, is the weekly reflection. The weekly reflection is kind of like a goal status update, where it's based on your goals. What are your results? What were your wins? You know, what can you do to improve things next week? What's important for next week? What's coming up next week? And so that's what the weekly reflection entails. Here it is. And so we're going to put our dot there. I'm replying to mom. Yeah, I'm kind of like, my mother is starting her planning journey. And so I'm basically explaining the purpose of each, thing that I'm doing. Okay, so we time blocked the evening routine. And now let's do the morning routine, which again, I already know we're going to be staying up late. It's kind of like a little bit of a vacation. And so we're staying up late. I have to wake up early because my son still has to go somewhere. But there's going to be some late nights and some, yeah. So who knows when actually things will happen, but we're just going to write it down where we usually would. So again, going back to the ideal week. Oh, and let's talk about the ideal week real quick. So, Mommy, this is my ideal week. And so each week when I'm planning, I come back and I look at this and I say, wait a minute, where did this post-it come from? Oh, I think it comes from here. All right. And I say, what is the thing that should be happening and what is the best time that it should happen? And so that's when I come back here and I remind myself, because I forget a lot. And then I'm remaking decisions that I had made in the past, but I didn't remember that I had made, of like when the best time something should be happening. So this is what reminds me of what I have found to be the most efficient. And of course, that changes based on circumstances. And then any changes are taken into account for the next year when I make another ideal week spread. Okay, so this is the ideal week. This is the week we're planning now. Okay, so we're going to write down all these morning routine tasks, and I'm going to turn the book to make it easier for me to write. Actually, we're going to do it like this. All right, so we have next, oil pulling. Exercise, shower, meditate, all right. Jeez, I'm like, all right, cleaning. All right. So there are all the morning routine tasks. Wow, this is so blurry. I'm seeing the video quality here is pretty sad. Pretty sad. All right, back to, I don't know, what should I do? Should I zoom in? Should I start that mess? Let's see. No, don't do that. Leave it the way it was. You're just gonna have to leave it the way it was. All right. Now I'm going to use my dot. The dot color is based on the life category that we're talking about. So cleaning, the color is magenta, and so I put a magenta dot. I should pull this out. Okay. Direct morning routine, and that needs to happen each day. One thing I do, because I have it set up so that I want to have it happen at this time each day, is I don't write it over and over again. I let that line just remind me that this direct morning routine has to happen all these days, and I overdid it. Too many dots, because we don't need to do that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There we go. Okay, so just those 4 days. Next up is a lot of these markers are not in the carrying case. And so, oh, AM reflection, right? That's dark purple. All right, AM reflection. Okay. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for purple, and it's way deep in here. Here we go, purple. Jeez, oh, drop everything. I still have March's colors in the case. I have to clean out the pencil case. Okay, so back to where we were. Got this, and we have meditate, and then we have meditate, meditate. Oh, and this day. Alright, I'm going to turn the book again. Okay, so we have that event there. And health-related things are done in fluorescent yellow. And so all of these are done in fluorescent yellow. Okay, so that's it. Morning routine, time blocked and color coded. And now, because this is like a spring break for my kids, we're not going to have homeschooling instruction time. I'm only going to make my youngest read to me. And so I'm going to choose the time for that. And the time for that will be 11:30. To 12. Oh, I should use this box thing. 11:30 to 12. Done that, and now oops. Raisa says, I'm making Bokoyo read every day this week. Good. So I've decided that the time for that is going to be 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Have you decided what time that's going to be? Let's see. Okay, so now it is God, it's a lot. There's a lot to do. I have to transfer my website, do taxes, and oh my goodness. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot. All right, so first I'm going to decide what's going to happen on Monday in the morning is we're going to work on your taxes, Raisa. So that's what we'll do. See how long that takes us. So I say we start that at 10. Work till 11:30. Pause to do the reading and then continue and see how long that takes us. Okay, so wait, let's turn the book again. You know what? I should AF lock that. Maybe that'll stop the blurry fade in and out. Okay, so taxes. Now, given how long that took us last time, I really don't think we're going to need more than one day to do it. Okay, so we're going to work on that until I have to leave to pick up my child. will be back. Ooh, that didn't need to happen on Friday either, geez. Be back for that by 2:15. Okay. So, ooh, I should check appointments. So this is when I go back to the monthly where I had the appointments and I go, what appointments are there? Ooh, look at that. You see, I was going to miss that because I was not paying attention. Okay, so there's something this day. All right, so let's do it then. Okay, and so what is going on again? April 15th at 10 a.m. Okay, appointment. Good thing I decided to check the monthly calendar. Okay, so let's get back to the pickup occurs at this time, and I'm just going to, this is not something I normally do. I normally just leave a dot, but I'm really not going to be there, so it should be blocked off. Okay, so next is what's going to happen in the afternoons and the evenings. So the afternoon, I have homeschool admin stuff to do, and so I hope that we're done with the tax stuff by 3:30. So hopefully that happens. If not, we'll just have to keep working. Homeschool admin stuff needs to start at 3:30 for me. Okay. We're going to also do homeschool admin stuff from 7 to 8:30 because there's a letter I have to get out, and I have to read through stuff before I mail it, and so that's why it's taking so long. And then hopefully with this time I'm able to have completed that task, and then I can do reading for book club. reading for book club. You see, and I knew I was bugging. I gotta do bookkeeping. There's bookkeeping. There is actual bookkeeping. Because tax day is April 15th. So I need to change this. This has to be a bookkeeping day. And then we'll turn Tuesday into reading for the book club. All right, so first I'm going to white out. White it out. Let's turn that into bookkeeping. See, and this is going to be a late night bookkeeping right here, and possibly tonight as well. But that's just life. Okay, so now we have this done. There you go. Bookkeeping. Okay, and then homeschool admin. Reading. Okay. Oops. Now, reading, homeschool admin, reading, 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 reading. Okay, good. All right, so now we have to see what the deal is with Tuesday. I feel like Tuesday will be mostly bookkeeping during the day, and then at 5 o'clock I'll switch to reading for book club, and hopefully that gives me enough time. Hopefully it gives me enough time. But the plan is from 5 to 9, read and take notes for book club on Tuesday. And then over here, and live at 3:30. Oops, that goes there. Okay. let's mark the live day too. Live day. Okay, so 2:30 to 5. Okay. Oh wait, and the live happens from 3:30 to 5. Okay. Read. Okay, and so Tuesday and Wednesday need to be bookkeeping in the daytime. Oops. All right, so bookkeeping is occurring in the late afternoon after I do the pickup. And then the morning, we're going to call it for because I also have to transfer my website this week. So, my God, there's just so much. There's so much. Well, let's have Tuesday and Wednesday be the bookkeeping days, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday be website transfer days. That may be what needs to happen. Okay, so that means morning will also be bookkeeping related. Let's do that on Thursday morning as well. Well, Thursday late morning, more bookkeeping, and hopefully Hopefully that will suffice for us to be finished. Okay, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we concentrate on the website transfer, and hopefully that can get done quickly, easily, and I'll be like, oh my god, I have this extra time to do something else. That would be awesome. Hopefully we can make that happen. Okay, and then again, we're gonna do this. We're gonna leave that Saturday. This Saturday evening is going to be open. I mean, not open, is going to be like an undecided chunk of time. And it could go either way. If the website thing is going good, like almost done, then this is a good time for homeschool admin stuff, of which there is a lot to do. And if it's not going to be that, it is also a good goal setting time, because I have not done any goals for quarter 2. So it could also become that kind of time, given again how the homeschool admin. Oh no, I'm not gonna shade that in, because again it's an undecided. So it could be for that, or it could be for bookkeeping if it didn't get finished either. Or again, if the website still needs a significant amount of work, that's what's going to happen. Oh, and I forgot to add. So yeah, there's 4 possible options for this Saturday, and it's going to be based on what I was able to accomplish earlier in the week. All right, purple. Okay, so there we go. Option 4, based on what was able to occur during the week. There we go. I'm supposed to also give myself a reading, and I should probably just do it after this live. My year at a glance reading is due. Year at a glance. And why does mine happen in April? Because I have a Taurus ascendant, and so for me the year begins in Taurus. So that's why. That's just what I decided to do. But it's basically 12 months from when I decide, and so that's the year at a glance. Okay. Let's just put these potentials in. Oh, you know what would have been cool if I would have done it like diagonal. Should we have fun and do it that way? Now, see, now we're just getting technical. This part was not necessary, but I decided that I like it, so we're gonna do it. And the reason I've decided to make sure that the task dot or the signifier is in a diagonal box is so that I have room to write if I did it without writing over the other dots. So, for example, if I did homeschool admin stuff at that time, I would write homeschool admin in this first row of boxes, right? And if I was able to do bookkeeping at that time, I would have written bookkeeping in this row of boxes. And it continues and so forth. And so that's why I decided to white things out and put them in diagonally so that I can write it without having to write over the other dots. Okay, so guess what? We're freaking time blocked over here. Oh no, wait, there's some Sunday tasks. So Sunday task, ancestor offerings. Okay, and wash spirit dishes and vacuum and load vitamins. Okay, so actually, oops, this was not the right color. This is a dark green. We need fluorescent green. Fluorescent green, fluorescent green, fluorescent green, fluorescent green. Okay, so now everything has been time blocked. God, my face is itching. I just want to go. And it's like the little hairs. The little hairs are making me itch. Wow, this yellow is, I feel like, is running out of, is it running out of ink? Like, I can barely see that. And there we go. Okay. All right, so now it's time for to-do lists. And so we're going to mark it first. So homeschooling right here. Bookkeeping right here. Thinking this right here. And then groceries. All right, groceries. I guess we'll do it with this one. This dried out. How annoying. This would have looked cool if you could see it. Oh, that's so disappointing. Yeah, look how messed up that thing is. Maybe we could outline it. All right, there it is, all messy and weird. Because that freaking toucan orange was dried out. Okay, so let's use a different thing. So it really was not my intent. I'm just gonna use this thing. No, this thing is gonna write too thick. I'll write it with mustard. Okay, so last time I checked, this was not dried out. Okay, so homeschooling. Bookkeeping. and thinking this. That was a little thick, but it's there. So we're gonna have to go smaller for the counting of task blocks here. So homeschooling, bookkeeping, thinking this. There we go. Ah, I grabbed the wrong one. That was supposed to be orange. Orange. Bookkeeping. Thinking this. Okay. I froze on you? That's probably because my internet stinks and we're all on it. Let's see, where else? I don't want to be boring and just count a bunch of blocks. But the last time I said that, I didn't count them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write it in the weekly to-do list. Count out task blocks. And I'm gonna do that off camera. Okay, for now, let's finish. Hey, Cuzzo. Now as time permits, not time permits, we'll do this decoration thing here. I think I'm gonna just go with like this bright yellow this time. Even though this gold is pretty dark. I want to say dark. But whatever. We're going to use a color we didn't use yet. Okay, so we're going to highlight. And then we're going to make our to-do header. All right, just cleaning up a little because this desk is getting full of crap, full of crap. All right, to do. There we go. And let's see, what else? I think we're done. I think we're done. All right, so I'm just going to jump into the affirmations real quick. Okay, so the color for today is green. I have every key to create change, and I have the resources to do it. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. My talents are in demand, and those around me appreciate my unique gifts. My ancestors support and protect me always and in all ways. Okay, so that's that. There we go. Oh, and let's, affirmations is right there. Okay, so affirmations have been said. I think that's it. I think we're going to close out the live because I need to take my photos before my before my makeup gets ruined. And so we're going to end it here, and we're going to see each other next week. And yeah, have a great week 16. Only love prevails.